Does this feel any different than last week to you, or is this harder to take almost because you guys have fought and we're in it? So yeah, in there.
I think it's a different feeling. We've improved. Last week we were finding out where we're at. This week I think we definitely improved. Andover Central is a higher caliber team, obviously. I thought the guys did a great job competing, both sides of the ball. I think we got a little fatigued second half, but as far as just the way we competed and taking on the game plan, defense did an unbelievable job. Coach Little did a great job and their staff with the defensive game plan, and they did a great job buying into it. You know, the hardest thing is when you play a lot of guys both ways is you get basically one day with each side of the ball with full pads, and for them to take on a new game plan and on defense, and we put a lot of new stuff offensively in, and so I'm proud of the guys. We improved, and that's our goal. We're going to improve every week.
Yeah, well, we could definitely see that, and your defense did play a lot better this week than it did last week. The matchups were a little bit more equitable, I guess. But talk about that. The fourth quarter drive that Goddard put together. I mean, was that when you talk about they were getting a little fatigued, that first drive in the fourth quarter, and they're just going up the middle with 32 and 33?
Our D-line definitely got fatigued. Having Miles out of the game was huge. Obviously if Miles in there, it might be a different story. Not to take anything away from anybody that came in for him, but we had to kind of do it by committee after that, and Miles got most of the reps all week, so that hurt. But, one play there at the end, defense gave us a chance again, even though they scored, and we didn't do anything with it. And so we're going to have to do better, obviously, when we get closer to the end zone. And we struggled with that tonight. We drove up and down the field, but we couldn't put the ball in the end zone, so we'll have to work on that.
Talk about that pass there, that last pass on that second to last drive, come up a yard short. Frustrating on that end.
It is, obviously we want to always try to get to the sticks, but that's easier said than done. So, they executed the play fine, and that's just kind of how we came out.
There was talk about, you're choosing to do a field goal and going up a quick 3-0 like that in the first quarter. How was that? How were you feeling at that point?
We have two very good field goal kickers, and so anytime we can get points, I'm going to get points. I don't care if it's a field goal or a touchdown. Obviously, to beat teams, we're going to have to score touchdowns. We can do that. If we would have done that on that first drive, it would have been a different ball game. So, but anytime we're in that situation, we're going to kick.
You guys were really kind of controlled that first half. I mean, but you came up a little short on the scoreboard.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I mean, statistically, I think we did a pretty good job. But that's why the game's not played by stats; it's played on the scoreboard. So we're going to have to finish, and we talked about that in the locker room. We're going to have to finish plays, finish the game better, and finish the half better. So we'll be working on that.
Saw some talk about going to that kind of a split back thing in the shotgun, and there when you guys drove it down to score that touchdown. Of course, Miles, you were using Miles like crazy, but he was really, and then Dylan ended up scoring it. Talk about that drive, and sort of, is that some of the new stuff that you put in this week?
Yeah, I mean, we put in some wrinkles just to give us something to get away from our pound-it game, just so if we needed that, we needed a score there. So obviously Miles is a dynamic runner, and so put him back in the gun. Shotgun snaps always scare me, but he did a good job tonight. And, that's not something we can do all the time, or it won't work that way, but if we can add that in every once in a while, it's going to be good for us.
It was a little frustrating when Miles went down. I mean, that really hurts because he reached another level tonight. Maybe we haven't seen on offense yet this year, and it was looking. It would have been nice to have him there late in the fourth.
Yeah, I think we could have kept doing what we were doing there for another drive, and that's why we got to have guys ready to go, and we'll have to probably get somebody else ready to go for next week. I don't know if he'll be back or not, but we'll obviously have to create some depth there.
A couple more things, Caleb. You kind of a busy area here. You go on the road next week to Maize South, and after two home games, and I think home grounds really saw some improvement, and generated some excitement and that type of thing. Talk about preparing to face Maize South and going on the road.
Defending league champ. I think they're picked second or something this year. They're a very good football team, so we're going to have to prepare for them like we do everybody else and continue to improve. I don't know a whole lot about them yet. I haven't looked at them much, but we're going to just keep trying to improve, and we'll have a break after that week. So we'll lay a lot of cards on the line for next week, and then use that 2 weeks to get rested and hopefully come out on the second half of the season and really peak.
offensively tonight, back to that, your offensive line, did you see some improvement in them tonight? I mean, they were going up against a little small, like as you said, a little smaller guys, but did you see some movement on their part and different things?
O-line definitely played better. I think same thing as the D-line. We got fatigued in the second half, and it started to hurt us a little bit. But, they're doing a better job of communicating what they're seeing, which helps us coaches on the sideline. And, they're going to continue to get better with experience. You got one guy on that O-line back with Braden, and the rest of those guys, that's their second start. So I expect every game they're going to get better. They're good, they're strong kids, and they're smart kids. So, we'll continue to try to improve in that area, too.
Anything you want to add, Coach? I mean, another good crowd tonight, and a lot of people there's just such a buzz right now out here with kids out there in the south end or the north end zone, and just the family all around you, right? Yeah. Anything you'd like to say to the Valley Center?
I mean, incredible again. Just like I said last week, it's a great community, a great crowd. That's why I came here. So, I expect them to continue doing that. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. So, hopefully we can start getting some W's for it.
All right. So, thanks a lot, Coach.